Hi, it's Andy Flipiak in Toronto for the week of April the 3rd. Well, I've taken a lot of calls and emails recently on the number of articles in the media about the US dollar's use internationally in commercial trade. For example, the Russians are now, and we're all aware of this, are selling oil and gas to the Chinese in yuan. The Saudis have recently cut a deal with China to sell oil in yuan. And I've included a short article about how BRIC nations, the commodity producers, are looking at potentially creating one of their own currencies backed by gold. Now, this trend is significant as since 1973, specifically after 1971 when the US went off gold backing, the US was able to create the petrocurrency basically and deal with the Saudis to sell oil and gas only in US dollars. And this has continued to this day, but as we see economic power in the US beginning to wane, countries are moving away from using the US dollar. So the question is, does the US dollar drop relative to other currencies given this trend? Well, one has to consider that currently the financial system of the world is still US dollar based, with the US as the world reserve currency. And most borrowing internationally, whether it's corporations or countries, is still done in US dollars, which means this gives the US dollar a tremendous amount of strength and usage. And if we get into harder times, the US dollar will still be the fallback, as it is still the safest currency with the deepest pool of capital in the world. But this trend definitely is troubling, and it does harken back to the British Empire when they were losing their power, where the pound was the international currency. So what does this mean going forward? Well, in the short run, I do believe it will lead to higher commodity prices, such as oil and gas, food, grains, etc., gold, silver, as commodities are still priced in US dollars. Now, this is a troubling trend, but it is not surprising given that the US's share of global GDP has been declining, and this trend will likely continue as we go forward. Thanks for watching.